Good afternoon, good afternoon. Welcome back to Air Radio. Today, 10th December 2021. Juma Mubarak. May God bless us. Now the bulletins, the headlines. We start with point newspaper. GRA and GAMTEL sign fiber optic internet agreement. AU Observer, Mission hails Gambian media. And then US applauds Gambian people. Repeated one here today. Land development critical input to increasing production and productivity, particularly on rice. So the national news from Point Newspaper, peaceful election, high voter turnout demonstrate Gambia's growing democracy in Africa. Approved service launches Islamic microfinance. Foundation allows Gambians for re-election. President Barrow. Whole process, people's democracy. China's path to democracy. So, and also CA makes court U-turn decision. That means Citizen Alliance. So let me see. They said Citizen Alliance has made a U-turn regarding plans to take legal action against the Independent Electoral Commission, IEC. Let me expand to go into more details. A court had ordered the IEC to allow Citizen Alliance leader Dr. Ismaila Ceesay contest the just ended presidential election. The IEC, however, disregarded the court order, and CA then asked its lawyers to begin contempt of court proceedings against the chairman of IEC, Aliu Mongol Njai. But in a statement yesterday, Thursday, CA said it is disinterested in legal action in the interest of unity. So that's it. So let's continue with the headlines on Standard 2. Standard newspaper, the first one on Standard. NPP predicts clean sweep of assembly election. And man, 51 years old, jailed for life imprisonment for raping foster daughter, 14 years old. Then Al-Haji Conte Dabanani congratulates President Adama Barrow. So the side ones, IEC explained delay in announcing election results. UDP councillor DECAMPS to NPP. Yaya Jammeh's guards celebrate Barrow's victory in Equatorial Guinea. So those are the headlines from Standard newspaper. So let's start with Pamakang Khan, the communication officer at the IEC. The headline, IEC explained delay in announcing election results. This one by Omar Ba, Standard Key Report, read by Hajarama Air. Now, the details. The Independent Electoral Commission has explained the delay in announcing the full results of the 4th December presidential election, saying it needed adequate time to rigorously vet and compute the figures to avoid announcing wrong results. It also cited the late closure of voting in Sukuta and other places as another reason for the delay broadcast. The IEC came under a barrage of criticisms, especially from supporters of the defeated UDP for the inordinate delay in announcing the full results. But speaking to the Standard on the issue yesterday, Pamakang Khan, IEC Director of Communication, said after the became that, and so from announcing two results for the 2016 presidential election, they did not want to leave anything to chance. Some people call it delay, but I will call it a natural process of reporting because results are key in determining the outcome of an election. The other reason is that normally voting ends at 5 p.m., but in some areas like Sukuta, due to the number of people who were in the queues, voting went on till 10 p.m. The result rather had to go through a process from the continuing center at the counting center, rather at the polling station to be collation center and then to the election house for final voting. So the delay was to avoid what happened in 2016, which was as a result of the rust caused by political pressure. We know some Gambians are not happy with us, but I can assure you that it was all meant to get things right, he said. REGIG. On the general recommendation for the Commission to urgently appoint a legal advisor, Mr. Khan said the matter will be considered. But when asked whether Commission Chairman Ali Momod Njai would not be stepping down immediately, given his strained efforts in clearing and enunciating words while reading the poll results, Khan retorted, the chairman is appointed by the president and he has a mandate to serve, and I think his mandate expires in 2023. Also, I can say that the chairman is doing his job well despite criticism of his age. CA, they said CA and GMC, okay, litigates. That means the legal issue they are trying to take against the result or the nomination. So let's continue on the commenting. Commenting on the suits instituted by the CA and GMC, but they wrote GDC, that typing error, parties against the IEC over the disqualification of their candidate in the last week election. Mr. Khan said the commission had adhered to the court ruling by allowing them to submit supplementary voter cards, but that they failed to meet the requirement. In fact, CA refused to comply with the court's instruction for them to present to the IEC the documents they submitted in court. They submitted something completely different, and for the GMC, they submitted, but it was still short of the 200 requirement. Can rather explain, however, he said the commission has appealed the rulings against them. Rejection of results. Commenting on claims by some opposition elements that the election was rigged in favor of Barrow, Mr. Khan said the results published by the IEC are perfect and accurate. However, if any political party feels unsatisfied about it, they have the right to take whatever action in a court of law. But we have delivered one of the most transparent, credible, and fair presidential elections in the history of the Gambia. It ends there. So let me see. Stay tuned. Then we will be back momentarily with another story in English. Welcome back. Now with Point newspaper. The headline, man who squeezed in UDP T-shirt to cause trouble says he was used by local authority. This one by Yusuf Ismail of Point newspaper and read by Hajarma Reducer Geruno Spin. Now the details. Yaya Mbai, a supporter of the National People's Party NPP from Jara to Nyataba in Lower River Region LRR, has been caught squeezed in a United Democratic Party UDP T-shirt, causing trouble and threatening peace in the area. The Point has been reliably informed. The incident occurred in Jara Soma recently. According to our sources, Mr. Mbai admitted being used by a local authority, name withheld, he doesn't mention, to do the ungodly act. Mbai was on December 4th presidential election. The polling agent for NPP at the Tonyataba polling station 1. So that's the end of the story. So let's see another story from Point Newspaper to add it to read. Let me go back to Standard newspaper because I have seen something. That means Alhaji Conte congratulates Barrow. This one is a press, or it is a letter to the president. Now the details of the story. They said Alhaji Conte, a key supporter and financier of the defeated UDP, has sent a letter to President Adama Barrow congratulating him on his victory at last weekend polls. Alhaji Conte, the managing director of Dabanani Electrical Company, wrote in a letter dated 7th December following the successful conduct of this year's election and your victory as a candidate of the NPP. I heartily congratulate you and the party on this triumph. We are all glad that the election was successfully conducted in a peaceful manner under your watch, and this is what our country is known for. I am confident that you will be able to lead the Gambia as a united country in peace and tranquility, as you have promised to the President of all Gambians, to be the President of the all Gambians. Those of us in the private sector will continue to do our best to create employment for Gambians and contribute to economic growth with a view to encourage private sector-led growth with conducive policies. Congratulations, sir, and I pray for your good health and prosperity as we forge ahead as a peaceful and united country under your homemade and tolerant leadership. Please accept the assurance of my highest consideration and esteem. It ends there. Stay tuned. Don't worry. We'll see another one to attack to this, but before that, let us have some short jingle. Welcome back, still with Standard newspaper. This one is UDP Councillor DECAMPS to NPP. By Tabora Bojang, Standard reporter, read by Radio Sal, Jerona Spain. The DEPAKUNDA Councillor for the UDP Councillor for DEPAKUNDA, rather, what has defected to President Barrow's NPP barely a week after the president landslide election victory. Modu Drame, who walked into the office of the Standard yesterday, said he defected because he realized NPP is the only party that can lead Gambia to the promised land. I have no problem with my party UDP, and they have given me all the chance to get elected for the position of a councillor. But I have come to the realization that the NPP is the only viable party that can lead this country to the direction that we want. This NPP is a God-chosen party. We all know how they came to power. Look at the leader himself, President Barrow. He came to power within 3 months. It is God's chosen or decision rather, and as Muslim, I cannot go against God's decision, he explained. It is my own decision to join the NPP. No one convinced me or went to my home to convince me. It is only last night that I decided to defect, and I am not pressurized, Drame said. On behalf of the people of DEPAKUNDA, I congratulate President Barrow on the victory and pray that Allah will provide him the wisdom to unite the people of this country and fortify our resolve to build a better Gambia that will promote peace, prosperity, and welfare for its people, especially the women and youths. The councillor said he is open to recontesting the DEPAKUNDA ward election under an NPP ticket if selected. Let UDP supporters realize that I am not being ungrateful to them. I am human, and each one of us reserves his own decision to choose where to go. My defection does not mean I am going out to come against UDP, he added. It ends yesterday. So those are the stories we want to attack together. Stay tuned. We will be back momentarily in another moment for more stories for you.